Bam, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel, Neil Bone Fishing. We got some stuff to go through today. We got freaking an order here from Discount Tackle that we placed 11/27. Now, 11/27, I can tell you exactly where I was. I had my face up in the turkey's butt just getting my grub on. And then I got the itis. I had the turkey itis. I fell asleep. I popped up. Great Thanksgiving. Girl made an amazing turkey. We all ate good. It was a freaking 5-star dinner, I'm telling you. And then I popped up and I said, we got to get it down on some Black Friday deals. The Black Friday deals really sucked me in, man. Shop Carl's always has good deals. Tackle Warehouse had some stuff. Discount Tackle. I mean, Dick's Sporting Goods. Speaking of Dick's Sporting Goods, check this out. This is going to make you pitch a tent right here. That's right. Got this St. Croix Bass X rod for like $48. This is a 7-1 medium heavy, $130 rod for freaking $48. Shout out to my bud PowerBait Fishing for letting me know about that deal, because he knows how much I love this rod. And that was such a slamming deal right there. I was able to pass the information on to a subscriber, and he was able to get one, so that was an awesome deal. But yeah, we got all kinds of stuff, and you know, hopefully everybody's been doing good, getting ready for the holidays. Usually I do the sock thing by now, but I've just been in such a crunch of time. Like, I won't be able to get to the post office. I got to figure out something. All right, we got to figure out something. But you know what? This reminds me. Now, my cat buddy, he's a real asshole, right? I adopted this cat. He's a lot of work, but he's a good cat, you know. But he goes outside in the rain. When he comes in, he freaking smells. I try to dry him off with a towel. He jumps on the bed, but he gets smelly. Something with his fur. I don't know what it is. But I groomed him up one night, made him look good. He's like out there looking good. I mean, the female cats can't keep off of him. He's out there looking good. And so I was like, wow, buddy, you got really good fur. Now, it sounds like a Buffalo Bob kind of thing, or Buffalo Bill, but trust me, No Bone's not trying to morph into nothing here, but I did take his fur, and we made ourselves a nice, crappy jig. We got some tinsel in there. This is 100% Maine Coon cat fur right there. Coming in at a fish catching ounce, we have the one, the only, never to be replicated or duplicated ever again on the channel, 110% Maine Coon cat fur with a nice green tinsel wrapped around the shank of that baby. The glisten and glimmer underneath the water, highlighted with some red tinsel going down the orange fur with a little white streak up at the top of the red hook. Like I said, this is never to be duplicated ever again. One and done. We're going to get out there this winter, and we're going to catch a slab mommy or slab daddy alike. They will not be able to keep their luscious lips off of this platypus. It's only a one and done kind of thing. Coming in 4K. Look at her spin. What a beauty. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that little hair jig there. We do have a little postcard here, says thank you for your order. And right here, write a review for your chance to win a Z-Man prize pack. Visit discounttackle.com, reviews for details. Pretty cool. Now, speaking of Z-Man, that's exactly what we got here. We got the Chatterbait Elite Evo. This is a 3/8 ounce, and they even built a custom 5/0 heavy-duty hook on this sucker. The color is Bama Brim. And they're talking here how they have the patent head-to-head connection here, the 5/0 custom hook, needle point, black nickel hook, hybrid molded split grip and wire trailer keeper, high definition painted skirts and eyes. I mean, let's pop this baby open and check her on out. Oh yeah, looking good. Very nice, kind of, if you ever seen the jackhammers, they always come with this little hook guard right here. So make sure you take that off before you fish it, which chances are you're going to do that, because a lot of times, you know, I never fish a chatterbait without a trailer. I never actually tried that. I know some people do that, but let's check this baby out real quick. We'll get a knife and cut that up, but look at that head design. That sucker is looking pretty sharp. It tells you the weight underneath there. We do have some nice glitter up in the blade. We have some yellow and purple glitter. Even in here, some purple hues. Very nice head design there. I thought maybe this might move like the Thunder Cricket. It doesn't. Got a wire tied skirt there, if you could see. Some very nice skirt patterns. I definitely am liking this trailer keeper here, because we have that wire, and then you have this sucker here, which really helps with the Aztec type baits. Really keeps it pinned on there. That is a very nice looking hook. Let's cut this baby open. There we go. Look at that. Got a nice barb up on there. Nice hook. This sucker is looking clean and sharp. Very nice. Nice colors in the skirt. That is the Bama brim right there. And we even picked up another one in chartreuse and white. There that baby is. Looking very good. We got that nice, shiny, reflective gold blade right there. The original Chatterbait. And the head on this looks really nice. I mean, a lot of people are pretty pumped up about this. I have so many different styles of chatterbaits, but I just had to get this. I mean, everybody loves a good chatterbait. They're very fun to fish, you know. And again, same thing, it's just a different colorway here. Just showing you the different colors. Chartreuse and white is a very productive one with me. And a lot of your chartreuse will actually have the gold blade. So, I don't know if it's a gold blade that does it or what, or just the colors. But it's definitely my better fish catching colors. Chartreuse and white. And of course, gotta always have the black and blue. Black and blue is always a good one. If I had to pick two colors to fish the rest of my life, I would always go with the black and blue and the chartreuse and white. As much as I love the bluegill patterns, it just always catches me more. Black and blue. Look at that. That is nice right there. Got that little midnight blue looking color. Yeah, very nice. Got a little bit of purple up in the blade there. Trying to get the lighting get a little bit better. I mean, it seems so bright. But then again, it seems so dark. But that's what happens when you shoot in 4K. You gotta have some very bright light. But really awesome color there. And this is the last color we got right here. This is called Electric Shad. Let's bust this baby out. Check them all out. Ooh, look at that. A lot of glitter up in the blade there. Very nice. And one thing I like is the price. You know, the jackhammer was always pretty pricey, and I just felt like it didn't need to be priced like that. You know? Well, that's why a lot of people went with the Thunder Cricket, because the Thunder Cricket was a very good blade, cheaper. And so a lot of people went with the Thunder Cricket. But the jackhammers always had the better skirt patterns. I mean, but this sucker right here is going to definitely... I think it's going to be a lot of people's favorite. I don't know. We haven't fished it yet, but it has a nice tie right there. So they're just some of the different colors. And to go along with those chatterbaits, we did pick up some Chatterspikes. Now, my favorite chatterbait trailer of all time is the Z-Man Razor Shads. You know, they always work very good, but I've never tried the Chatterspike. So this color is called the Deal. And they do give you 5. And my cat is hungry. My other cat, you know. Her teeth is bad and she wants food, but the problem is she can't eat it. But because I guess it hurts her teeth, I gotta go get her checked out or something. But the Chatterspike is kind of like the Razor Shad. We have these grooves in here like the Razor Shad. But the only difference is the tail comes to a point and the head... It seems to be a little bit different here. Now let's pair one of these up real quick and see how good they're looking. I thought we had 4 blades. Oh, yes we do. Here we go. Well, there we go. Let's get one of these suckers hooked up. See how good they go together. And that's the thing with these Aztec baits. They'll last you a very long time. Usually, one trailer will go a long way. Slide that over there. Give it a good wedgie. Look at that, we're perfectly rigged up. Very nice. I'll trim away a little bit here. Man, cat, get out. Cat farted and it freaking stinks. But it looks pretty good. So as you see, we were rudely interrupted by the cat. I forget where we were, but these are the different colors we have here. Now I forget what this color was called here. That's not the Bama Brim. Oh, come on, cat. Oh, man. The stuff I go through. Get out. All right. Black and blue. Electric shad. Alright, so this was our electric shad here, which looks really good. I just did take the time to cut off all these little grips here. But let's check out this guy right here. The black blue laminate. Love this color right here. Honestly, my very first chatterbait was a black and blue one with the Z-Man Razor Shad in this exact color, and I've caught so many fish off of the original chatterbait with the Z-Man Razor Shad. The day I lost it, I was upset, not because of losing the bait, but all the fish that I caught on that bait, I grew an attachment to it. But let's get this on here. Kind of weird working behind the camera, but usually I get these things laced up pretty good. Trying to make sure I got it in a viewfinder so some of you guys could see this sucker get all decked out. You always want to grab it here. Don't be afraid with the elastic. Stretch that sucker on there. That's what you want to do. You want to really stretch it up. Stretch it back, and look at that, perfectly laced up chatterbait. That looks awesome right there. I definitely love the colors that are popping through on this one here. They all look pretty good. So that is all the Z-Man stuff that we got. Z-Man has definitely been on fire lately, you know. They're like, nobody's gonna forget about us. We're about to come with the heat, and that's what they did. They came with the heat. Now, we also got these suckers here. Now, my price tag got knocked down by the damn cat. These suckers cost $7.49 right here. These are the Berkeley PowerBait Paddlin PowerStinger. Very nice. Get a 7 count. Went with the smaller one because I want to try to fish one by itself and fish one on the chatterbait. But we're going to bust one of these out. I'm not a big fan of their clamshell because this thing always falls out. I do not like that, but let's get one of these suckers out. Our video got a little sloppy. I do apologize. We are in a crunch of time, and a lot of interruptions are starting to happen, so that's telling me it's time to get it done. But this color here, if you're interested, is Green Pumpkin Pearl White. And that sucker looks good. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy right here, our electric shad. See how it looks with a little Berkeley paddle tail. See how nice it goes with your standard plastic. There we go. Beautiful. That looks very good together. Like I said, I'm probably going to trim these up a little bit here. Trim some of these guys up so, you know, the tail could paddle a little bit better. But there's some pretty good action in that tail right there. I also want to throw one of these up on a jig head because I think they're kind of tough to get out. My hands are so oily from all the baits, but I would like to put a jig head in here. Now, this plastic is tough. It's definitely made to withstand some abuse, you know. A lot of times your chatterbait trailers, you want them to be kind of tough, man. You don't want to be changing them after every bite, and this dude right here is going to hold up to a beating. So, pretty cool. 3.5 inch, get 7 in the pack. Really awesome stuff right there. We're going to wrap this up and move on to the next stuff. Now, here we go. You know I was going to get it. one bait that I really love to fish is jerkbaits. Really enjoy jerkbaits. And one of my favorite jerkbaits of all times is the Shadow Wrap made by Rapala here. And, you know, they have the X-Wrap, which is really good. The X-Wrap is probably one of the toughest jerkbaits out there. That thing could take a beat, and it's built very tough. Even tougher than the Shadow Wrap. There we go. It's really stuck in there. However we could get it out is what we're going to try to do here. But this is Metallic Glass Ghost right here. And they have this Redline Series VMC hooks. This is what it dives to. 5 to 6 feet. It is 4 3/8 inches long. Weighs a ½ ounce. Very nice. Here's some information. If you want to pause it and read it. You could probably read faster than me, so I'm going to do you the justice. But we're falling. I do apologize. This is going to definitely be one of my sloppier videos, but check that out. And what's cool about this transfer system is it's stuck inside of a cup here. Let me get it going. You can see they go together. There's like a plastic shell in there, kind of like how bearings are, you know, the bearings are in place. So, really cool. This one here has like a flat side here. It is kind of like a Shadow Wrap. Had a baby with the Husky Jerk. Had a baby with the X-Wrap. Now, kind of more like the Husky Jerk and Shadow Wrap there. But we can see here, these hooks look very good. There is like a twist in the shank up here, I notice, which is different. Usually this part's pretty straight. Or we got it, yeah, so that's different. They actually have a little swerve in the shank of the hook there. So that's probably going to help with some twist there, which is really cool. I haven't seen anything like that. Alright, so that's that one. And these were selling out pretty quick. These were the only 2 colors I could get, but I was happy with them because they were 2 colors that I really like, you know. We got the perch pattern here. This is the metallic yellow perch. Same bait, just a different color. Yeah, that looks good. And split ring, the bill feels pretty decent. It is a Suspending. And that's definitely a nice perch pattern right there. This bearing's really moving pretty good. Seems to get a little stuck up front. Maybe there is a little bit of a magnet up there that keeps it up there, so that it positions right. Because when the BBs are down and you turn it, they slide up no problem. But when they get to that part, they don't slide back. So I think there is maybe a little bit of magnet, which is good, because if you were to cast and your BBs are stuck back there, it's going to sit their tail down. Once you cast it out, the BBs go to the back. You give this bait a jerk. Then these stay up front there. And they're going to be balanced there the whole time when you're working it. It's going to stay there. It's only moves for your cast. There we go. Precision Xtreme Maverick, 110 millimeters. Really awesome. Alright, and while we're here, I'm going to show you this little small order that I got from Dick's Sporting Goods here. I went up inside there since they had the tackle stuff back, and I picked up some of the 3-inch Yum Dingers here. And these are pretty solid baits right here. I have this sliced open for us so we ain't got to waste no time. And at this creek near me, I used to do really good, which is a very cheap ball head jig, you know, the little red hooks, and I would prefer to use them with the spinning gear at this creek because you get snagged a lot. And the good thing is when I got snagged, the hook would just bend out, and I could just bend it right back. But my drag was set up good enough to handle whatever fish I caught. But it's just a green pumpkin right here. What is it? Green pumpkin, purple flake. And I really love this one here. One of these is open. I think they do a really good job with their the pearl one. This is Pearl Silver Flake. This one here has tons of salt in it. I think that's what helps gives it that translucent color. These things are super salted up. If you want, probably more salt in this dinger than any other dinger. But these look really awesome. Now, I have multiple packs of these because Gary Yamamoto makes one that's like fire engine red. And I wanted to get some like Kool-Aid mix and dye a pack because this would look exactly like that. There's one from Yamamoto and it's really freaking awesome. It flat out catches them. So I wanted to experiment with this one and see if I could dye this in that color red and see what happens there. But all in all, just fishing it by itself, this is a really solid bait right here. Yum makes really good stuff, and they do have some fish attractant on there. And they were one of them companies that I, you know, really just always gravitated towards because of the price, you know. They were always like very affordable. Then, of course, you know, this is a pretty popular one. Carolina pumpkin, actually the green pumpkin chartreuse. This one's actually different. This is Carolina pumpkin chartreuse. Look at that color there. That is killer. But you could see the salt's not in here as much as it is in the white one. But definitely some awesome colors there. Can never go wrong with Yum. You don't need all them cool, expensive, high-tech baits. It's not going to do much. And another good thing about Yum is they make the bulk bags. Now, you might have seen this hanging in the background a couple videos ago. But I did pick up a 30-pack of these. This is just a watermelon red flake. The Christie Craw is one of them craws that just flat out works. It catches you all kinds of fish. You don't need anything special. Really love that craw. Nothing new. I mean, everybody's seen it, but, you know, I just show you what I like to fish. I'm not just out there to try to buy all the new baits to show you freaking new baits. I'm showing you what I fish, what actually catches fish. Alright, so I picked up a 30-pack of those. And now check this out. This is a new one right here. New to me. We got the Sleeper Craw. Really cool looking. 5/8 ounce. And this sucker here, let's just bust it out of the package. I always recommend keep the package for stuff like this, because this is like an Elastec material. It's very stretchy. But you can see it, that is a pretty cool looking craw there. Tie up here. These claws, I believe, have an air pocket. They do. You could hear them stick, giving them little kissing sounds. But we have a hidden hook up in there. So, it's going to be pretty effective right here. What's cool about that is you could squirt some scent up in there if you want to. Like some crawfish scent. But that sucker right there looks really cool. And I think I'm going to do pretty well with this around here. I think wherever you live, this sucker's going to come through. And we do also have some of my favorites. Some of my favorite swim baits coming right up. Right now. They always have a sale on these suckers. And actually, like I said, I've had some of this stuff for a while, so some of it I've actually already went out and fished. But picked up a pack of these, not knowing I already had a pack. This is in the Gold Flash minnow. You get 7 tails, the Easy Shiner, the 4-inch. It's like a flat-sided swim bait right there. Really loving this color here. This is Table Rock Shad. And you can see we got some freaky stuff going on in here. What do we got going on? Let's open it up. I was doing some things. We were throwing it on this sucker here. Chattering it around. This blade right here is a good one to hit on the bottom and work it like a blade bait and let it go back down. Or just steady retrieve it. Even had it on like a little Ned head here. This is a tungsten little Ned head. And it looked pretty good on there. So I definitely like these. And I always get them in the squid scent. I recommend you do the same, unless maybe you're allergic to shellfish. And this is always a great color right here. This is the Black Cherry. We'll sneak one out the side. The only thing doing these videos is touching all these baits. Your hands get very greasy and it's hard to open up the next thing for the camera. But look at that black cherry. That looks good. I feel like I want to drink a drink that looks that color right now. It looks pretty refreshing. But very awesome. But this is almost like that color I was talking about with the Gary Yamamoto and that little Yumdinger thing. Yeah. I just wanted to convert it to like that color with a little Kool-Aid or something. You know, to try something. Because they're a lot cheaper. And I've always liked the Yum better than the Yamamotos, you know, probably just because that's what I fish the most. And I think that's going to wrap it up. I don't want to make this too long. We still do got a whole bunch of baits to go through. So, you know what, let's just do it. Let's continue along. I was at my Walmart. Because this video kind of already went crappy real quick with the animals and stuff. So, I was at my Walmart, and at the bargain bin, they always have these like packs here. You always get 6 to a pack. But the problem is there might be something defective about the bait. A lot of times it's the way the color turned out. You know, when they poured it, it may not turned out good. But I always find some pretty cool colors. Now this here, I really love the way that looks right there. We got like that sapphire blue. Or that electric blue with a dark black top. Now I don't know if we could get some good color up in there. Or light, but really cool. So that was a solid one right there. You can find some nice hidden gems up in there. And this is a newer color from him. I think they call this like the GP purple or something. I forget. It won't say the names, but look at that. That looks beautiful right there. We got all kinds of color flake in there. Purple flake, orange flakes. Like, I don't even know. Too many to name. Looks really good. And then another very good bait right here is the Spine Craw. I was very excited when this came out. I think this bait is what helped them come out with the Helgermite. Because when they first came out with this bait, they didn't show the whole thing. But on Instagram, they uploaded a photo. They said, guess what the bait is? And everybody's like, yes, finally, about time you came out with a Helgermite. So many people were saying Helgermite and how they were excited. And then the next year after this, they came out with a Helgermite. But this is the Spine Craw. And again, in like that same color. I was like, man, I really am digging this color here. And then we actually have another one that looks really awesome. Pretty similar to this one. But look at this. It's just like a laminate. Very blue. Like glitter. Like a lot of glitter in there. So, really awesome. And then, you know, of course. Oh. Picked up these. I think these are the woolly bugs or something. Woolly beavers. Or the woolies. Oh, he's an awesome one right there. It's kind of like a brush hog, you know? Very solid bait. So I always recommend to dig into that little bargain bin because you just never know what you're going to find there. My hands are freaking so slippery. And then they always have these at the shelves here. The little swimming caffeine shads. This is a swimming fluke. You could swim it on a jig head, but you could just put this on a weightless hook and cast it out there, or a little light belly weighted hook. Give the rod tips a jerk, and it works really good. Fish it like a fluke. Really awesome here. And these have the coffee scents. A couple years ago, I fished Strike Kings pretty heavily, and then kind of got away from them, you know, got all these baits. I like to switch things up, but that is always a pretty color right there. That color just gets it done right there. The watermelon red flake, it's like a nice deeper watermelon. Beautiful red flakes, and these smell good. I really do think the fish actually like the coffee scent, because I used to fish a lot of the Rage Menace on a Texas rig. And it would, every time I fish it, it would get bit. And then, of course, in this Walmart bag to finish things up, which is nothing special, but I picked up some, these are actually good hooks. Usually they have the 3/0 sprout worm hooks, but I've seen the 2/0. I like to use these as a drop shot hooks, or to even hook up a little bait like this. These hooks are super sharp right here. I mean, it doesn't take much of a hook set because they have these weird, like, sharp points on the front. If we get one out. Let me show you the point. You see the point? It like tapers in. It's very sharp. I mean, it gets them. But something like, and it even has a little barb up here to hold your bait on. So I would take these, hit it to the side on an angle, come out. These barbs are going to catch it. And your hookup ratio with this is freaking awesome. It's amazing. Slide that up. And that's it. That little hook right there, you're tied up. When they come and they bite it, that hook just pops right out there. Stings them right in the mouth. So definitely a solid hook. I would use these hooks for like the little, what are they called? The Berkeley pit boss, the little guys, you know, with the 3-aught. Amazing. Get them every time. So definitely the Eagle Claw Laser Sharp Pro Series hooks are actually very good hooks. And then we got some of these here, the 4-aught worm hooks, which are really good. One of my favorite hooks right here. They have that slick set coating. Then we got the 3-aught and the creature style hook. And that's about it, you know. Some line. This line here has been pretty good, you know. My favorite line is the Suffix 832, but on a budget sometimes this isn't a bad one. It's very smooth. It will rip if you hit like a rock or something, like aggressive rocks. It doesn't have good abrasion resistance, but I mean, I fished this thing all summer, had no problems. You just got to know where you're throwing, and I always throw with a leader, but pretty good stuff. But that's going to wrap it up. I don't want to make this video too long. It went down the drain really quick, so I do apologize if it didn't turn out good, but we'll get better next time. Thanks for watching.